How long does it actually take to get jacked? That's what we're going to cover in this video. Timmy starts going to the gym. He starts complaining, the gym doesn't do anything. There's no point in going. It's just a waste of time. Because Timmy has seen no progress after a few weeks of training, he quits the gym and we never see him again. Alexander. Alexander was once down bad. Then after years of training hard in the gym, after eating clean, after doing the right habits and putting his goals first, he finally starts to see some progress. Where Timmy had an instant gratification mindset, Alexander had a delayed gratification mindset. So how did Alexander do this and where did Timmy mess up? That's what we're gonna cover in this video. The other day, I got a comment on one of my TikTok videos saying, how long does it take to get in shape? And it reminded me of when I was younger because I remember I first started going to the gym and I was getting extremely frustrated because I was going to the gym, training hard for a few weeks, but I hadn't really seen a noticeable difference. I played football when I was younger, so luckily some of the kids on my team just said, hey, yeah, you've been going to the gym for a few weeks, but you got to understand that it takes time to see progress. And they explained to me the concept of delayed gratification and how it takes time to see results. And because of this, I was able to stay disciplined, stick to my goals, and I eventually saw great results in the very early parts of my training. And something I've noticed that I actually think and I know this video is about lifting, but this is actually a big problem with modern society, is the whole idea of instant gratification, how addicted people are to seeing immediate results. Because think about a video game, for example, right? When you play a video game, you work hard on something for maybe a couple hours for 30 minutes and you see progress. You prestige in Call of Duty, you build a house in Minecraft, you level up your character in Madden or NBA 2K. And it doesn't take that long to do it. But in real life, anything that's worthwhile is going to take time. But because you're so used to achieving things so fast in video games, it makes it a lot harder to go out in the real world and achieve things because you're so used to getting results so fast in video games. Because think about back how we used to get dopamine back in the 1970s or the 1960s, right? You had to go outside, you had to go for a walk, you had to read a book, you had to do something that was a bit more natural and took more time. Whereas nowadays you just go scroll on social media or you just play some video games. And while there's nothing wrong with enjoying yourself a bit, it's become a big problem. So you have to realize that modern technology has hooked you and is stopping you from making progress on your goals. It's taking your ability to stay focused on a task for a long time away from you. So what's my advice? Well, to take a step back from technology. The number one takeaway you can have about how I believe you should develop a delayed gratification mindset is control how much you use your phone. Don't let it control you. For example, next time you go on your phone, realize, did I actually choose to go on my phone or did I just see a notification and my phone told me to go on my phone? Because a lot of people, the sad reality is they're controlled by technology. They're controlled by their phones. Their phone lights up on a notification and they go on their phone. Or they get the urge to go play video games, to watch TV, and they turn on the screen. So ask yourself the question, do I have control over technology? Do I have control over these things? Or do they have control over me? Because bro, I can guarantee you, if you can stick to a goal for a while, you will make progress. There is no denying that. If you train hard in the gym, if you eat clean, if you do the right habits, science is going to take over and you'll see gains. I can guarantee it's going to happen if you do things the right way. But if you have this quick benefits mindset where you can't stick to your goals, you won't see progress. A few years ago, I went through a breakup and I kind of had my second fitness journey in my life. I had the first journey where I first started going into the gym. Then I kind of fell off on my progress while I was in the relationship. And then after the breakup, I went on a second transformation. And this was the progress I made in about 8 months. Something that helped me make so much progress in those first 8 months was because I had a long-term mindset. When I went through this breakup, it kind of flipped a switch in me and it made me realize, okay, I have not been the man that I need to be. I have not been the person that I need to be. So I need to change that aspect of myself. I need to become a better version of myself. I need to shed that previous version of myself and become a greater version. So when I did that, I destroyed all these negative mindsets. I destroyed all of this negative thinking. And I decided from here on out, I'm going to be the superior man. I'm going to be the best version of myself, and I'm going to commit myself to that. And it wasn't a 30-day David Goggins challenge. It wasn't a 3-month challenge. It was a lifetime mindset change. And that's something that I think you need to go through. So instead of saying to yourself, I'm going to go to the gym for 30 days and I'm going to get jacked. No. Have the mindset that I'm going to start going to the gym and I'm never going to quit. I'm never going to give up. And guess what? When you commit yourself to something, I know that might sound a bit scary, committing yourself to life for something, but really think about how much going to the gym is going to improve your life for the long run. Because I know we talk a lot about, building a better physique, getting in better shape, but that's only the tip of the iceberg. The physique yeah, it's cool. It's cool that you look better, that, you know, more girls will come and talk to you and all that. But what really comes from it, that's the biggest benefit, is the mindset shift. It's the discipline that it takes to build the physique. It's the self-confidence you get from sticking to your goals and being the person that you need to be. So anyways, with all that yapping and everything, how long is it actually going to take? Let's get to the topic of the video. Well, to see noticeable results, I think you'll see results in about 2 to 3 months. And I know that sounds a bit intimidating, like what? I'm going to have to go for 2 or 3 months and I'm not going to see anything? Well, yeah, that's, you know, that's part of the challenge. And when you hear that, are you going to give up and go, oh, it's just not worth it? Or are you going to say, fuck it, okay, yeah, bring it on, I'm going to stick to it? Because bro, the truth is, once you see the first bicep vein, once you see the first ab, you can never go back. Once you finally see that you made progress, it's like, okay, I've made progress and I can't go back to that previous version of myself. But the hardest part is just getting to the first little bit of progress, the first 2 to 3 months. But once you get there, you'll never quit. You'll be in for life. And then in order to build an aesthetic physique, it really does depend on your starting point. For me, when I started my aesthetics journey a few years ago, it took me about 8 months, I would say, to change my physique and build a fairly aesthetic physique. But if you're extremely overweight or you're very skinny, it might take more like 1 to 2 years, honestly. But the one thing I want you to have from this video is that you have to have a long-term mindset. You can't have the mindset that you're just in it for the gains. You're just in it for the quick pleasure. Because if you're in it for the quick pleasure, you'll never get to where you want to go, because it takes time and it takes discipline. So stay committed to your goals and never ever quit. And if you want my help achieving your dream fitness goals, there will be a link in the description and you can join my coaching community. I would love to have you in there and love to help you out and help you reach your goals. I'll see you for the next video, bro.